you open yourself to acceptance. The results that can be so infectious. Catapult and you see the projection. You just gotta know.
Okay, hello again YouTube. So I was slightly hesitant to do this video because there's probably an abundance of videos regarding this on YouTube. But it's veganism for your internal and external. So what I mean by your internal and external is the internal is your organism. And what I mean by the external is the earth organism. So how it benefits you and your external environment, okay? So firstly, I'm going to start off by explaining how it benefits the environment, and then I'll explain how it benefits you, okay? So how it's benefiting the environment? Many things, actually. First major thing is CO2 kind of emissions. So if you didn't know, cows, and methane emissions. Cows produce most of the greenhouse gases that are disrupting the environment on the planet. So when cows fart, that is causing more CO2 emissions than your typical car. Well, the cow farting isn't causing more emissions than the car, but over time, it's going to cause more emissions, okay? So if you were to buy like 1 litre carton of cow's milk, you've essentially accumulated more greenhouse gases within a year than you have driving around, okay? So that's one reason. That's just for the environment. Second reason is that it will clean the air of the environment, okay? So if collectively a lot more people went vegan, that would mean there'd be more plant-based foods growing in the environment, right? And when these plant-based foods are growing in the environment, if you didn't know, plants, they withdraw CO2 and emit oxygen, okay? So again, this is going to be cleaning up the environment. It's 2 ways that it's going to clean up the environment. I mean, there's more than 2 ways that it's going to clean it up. But, as you can see, they all work together and it's going to clean the planet. If you didn't know, the planet's a bit fucked right now. The ocean's a bit messy. It's getting hotter. Caps are melting. For those that actually don't think the caps are melting, just watch some videos of the caps melting. Like, it's kind of obvious. Sea levels are rising. It's getting a lot hotter. Anyway, more reasons. So, I've talked about the greenhouse gases. I've talked about cleaning the air. This is another one, again, that kind of intertwines with it, is reducing energy emissions. So when you reduce your energy emissions from the food that you're consuming, so animal agriculture consumes a lot of energy emissions because of all the machinery, all the warehouse stuff, all of the shit that goes on in there consumes a lot of energy. This energy that we're consuming is greenhouse gas energy, majority of it, coming from nuclear power plants, coal power plants, you name it. It's producing more greenhouse gases. It's fucking up the environment even more, okay? So, that's just 3 reasons that kind of intertwine with each other, okay? Now, being a vegan also can help clean the soil around you, okay? How does it do this? This is only if you're a kind of no waste vegan, because when you put your waste into the soil around you, it gives that waste nutrients that you haven't like used from, like, say, the top of a pepper, stuff like that, the top of a tomato that you haven't used and you're not putting in your food. You throw that into the soil, it's giving the nutrients back to the soil and it's cleaning the soil, okay? So that's 4 reasons for the environment as to why you should go vegan if this is something that you want to do. If you want to be a good person. This whole thing is about being a good person. Like, if you're arguing with veganism, it just means that you're not a good person. Sorry. But if you're happy to kill animals, or kill in general, you're not a good person. Anyway, now let's move on to the reasons why you should go vegan for your health, for your internal, okay? Now there are more reasons to go vegan for the external. That's just 4. But I'm not going to try and rehash information that may be on another video or something. I'm just going from a dome here, okay? So, first reason is varied diet, okay? Now, I used to be on what's called the paleo diet, just before I went vegan, actually. The paleo diet is known as eat as much meat as you want. and it won't hurt you, which is the most bollocks thing I've ever read. That sort of information is on the NHS as well. The most bollocks thing you'll ever read. Eat as much meat as you can want and you'll be healthy. No, you're gonna build up some fat artery walls if you do that. Okay? So, sorry, I had to put my phone on airplane mode. I was getting a bunch of notifications. So yeah, varied diet. Now, yeah, like I was saying, I was on the paleo diet before. Awful. Gonna clog up your arteries. Now, as a vegan, you typically start to be more conscious about what you're eating. You start to vary your diet around. You start to eat different fruits. You start to eat different vegetables. You start to just eat a bunch of different stuff. Now, the varied diet allows you to get different sort of proteins into you, or different amino acids, okay? Now, yes, most animal products are, I'm going to explain why they're known as complete proteins as well. Animal products are considered complete proteins because of what they're eating, okay? What do cows and sheep and pigs get fed? Do you know that the soya beans that have been grown, the majority of them is going to the animal agriculture industry to fill the animals with protein, so then you can take second-hand protein from them? Why don't you just get the first source of protein that they're eating, and then you can have a complete protein source? Why you got to kill another thing to get a complete protein when you can just take their complete protein and then grow more of that complete protein? Yeah? That's one reason. Varied diet. Okay? You could also say varied lipoproteins, various sources of lipoproteins. You don't really want to do a bunch of low density stuff, but you do get a varied source of lipoproteins, and you do get a varied source of amino acids as well. To get a complete, in a basic way, to get a complete protein source on a vegan diet is brown rice and beans. Very basic way. Add some lentils in, you got some more. A lot of things contain protein that you probably didn't think contains protein. And all these little bits add together. So for example, like peas and mushrooms, they contain protein. Not a lot of it, but they contain protein. So when you add them together and you add more things like spinach and kale into like peas, like maybe some quinoa, and all of that, you've got like a bunch of different amino acids in there, a varied diet giving you different bunch of nutrients and minerals, and it's just a lot more healthy for you. You feel more energized, like in general. Alright, second reason is, I mentioned this before in another video, but your vibration. You have a vibration. Think of it like similar to your emotion, your energy in motion. What your constant emotion is like is similar to what your vibration is. Okay? Depending on what vortex is spinning what way is your emotional state. So yeah, subconsciously your food is affecting you. Your food affects your mood. So when you, deep down, you know where your food's coming from. Deep down, you know. So it does affect you. Now, obviously, when you're eating fruits and vegetables, even you notice if you eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, you feel vitalized, you feel revitalized, you feel filled with energy because you're eating live enzymes. Okay, when you eat fruits and vegetables, you're eating live enzymes. Everything is alive, everything is moving. Okay, so when you pick it off the tree, it's still alive until it's meat. That meat isn't just animal meat. You can have fruit meat until its fruit meat decays. Now when you eat dead animals, that's already decayed and dead enzymes. It's already dead. So it's not alive. This is why it affects your emotions, your energy in motion. Okay? So a few other reasons are kind of obvious as well. Things like heart disease, eating acidic foods as well. Talking about acidic and alkaline, a lot of acidic foods are high cholesterol, so they will thicken up your arteries. it all connects to each other. So they force you, well, they get you to buy all these high cholesterol, acidic foods that are worse for your body, the human body. It's an electric body, it needs alkaline. It wants alkaline foods. So we get more antioxidants. Plant-based diet, you're gonna have more antioxidants just by what you're eating. There's so many more reasons as well. So why is it more healthier for you? Typically, the vegan diet is very alkaline. I'm going to go on this to my third reason as to why you should go vegan as well. But typically a vegan diet is a very alkaline diet. Alkaline foods, well, alkaline foods benefit you more than acidic foods, okay? The volume of oxygen increases. What is VO2, or volume of oxygen? The amount of oxygen you can intake. Now, your lungs has a VO2 capacity and your muscles have a VO2 capacity, okay? When you train your VO2 capacity of your lungs, you've trained your muscle VO2 capacity, okay? Your muscles have a certain amount of oxygen they can take in through hemoglobin, okay? So when you are on an alkaline diet, I'm going to show you some, what are they called? They're not articles, they're from, one of them's from Google Scholar, and some of them's from some articles on the internet, as to how the alkaline diet has proven, showing better results to increase volume of oxygen, okay? Now when you're increasing your volume of oxygen, guess what? Your lungs are healthier, you're feeling better, you can breathe in better, okay? You're functioning better. This all makes you function better, helps your brain function better, make sure you're getting all the correct minerals and nutrients to your body, okay? So those are 3 reasons why it helps your internal world and 4 reasons why it helps your external world. There are more reasons, but there are probably loads and loads of videos as to why you should go vegan for yourself, why you should go vegan for the planet. But this is just a few reasons that I'm going to add one more in as well, because it's why I went vegan. It increases your intuition tenfold, like legit. I think of it as karma as well. When you're not taking negative energy into you, you're able to not have to deal with all the negative energy and not emit that negative energy, okay? So when you're just emitting positivity all the time, now sometimes I'm not very positive all the time. I have to admit I do get in bad moods, but I get out of it quick because my mental state, I just realize that this shit's bringing me down. I'll be happy. I just got to think about something else. All right? But anyway, those are some reasons, 4 of each. But yeah, that's why I went vegan. There are multiple other reasons to go vegan as well, but those are mine. Anyway, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe if you found it a bit informative, and drop a comment as well. Okay? Yeah, thank you.